silent grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes. Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommy. The back of the club, sipping my wet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music blasting. But I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with.
What's going on, people? My name is Summi. We are live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one, repping BK to the fullest, and this is the Biggie Smalls Bed-Stuy block tour. Now I'm going to be taking you to some of my favorite Biggie spots to see. If you're a fan, if you're in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, then I highly suggest you see these. So I'm from London, I'm living in New York for 1 year, and when I found out I was staying in Bed-Stuy, I knew I'd have to do a video on one of my favorite rappers of all time. If you want to follow me on my year in New York, then hit that subscribe button. But let's get into it. So you guys can start off just outside 226 St. James Place, just off Fulton Street. And this is, of course, Biggie Smalls' childhood home. So also on St. James Place, there's, of course, the photo that I've just put up, which is Biggie with a few of his boys on the door just next to his. But if we go a bit down the road, we're going down to number 208, which I'm sure a lot of you will recognize. So just a few doors down, we are here, just outside where Biggie shot his intro for his first hit single, Juicy.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. Just trying to make some money to feed my daughter and all the niggas in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby.
So just opposite his house is the Orion Temple, which is where he'd perform a few of his very early performances with some other members of Junior Mafia. But we're just heading towards Fulton Street now, which is where one of his infamous 17-year-old freestyles was filmed, which is also featured in the Notorious film. Great freestyle.
That's just me, the B.I.G. Competition rapper ever since 13. Used to steal clothes, I was considered a thief until I started hustling on Fulton Street. Making loot, knocking boots for the regular. Pass the microphone, I'm the perfect competitor. Jewels and all that, the clothes is all that. Some step to me, that's where you took your fall like a pick the smother, the pump motherfucker undercover. Work the mother, I'm above ya, and I love ya. Cause you're a sweet bitch, a crazy rap that might make my dick itch.
So once you've left St. James Place and you're heading onto Fulton Street, you'll see a Key Foods, which was Biggie's local grocery store. Now this has two pieces of cool artwork just outside, one being the mirrored Biggie and the other that It Was All a Dream. And you can pop in and grab a Word Up magazine. Now if you keep a close eye out on Fulton Street, you're going to see a bunch of references to Biggie's. There's a few of these stickers and even this Budweiser promo that they did with Biggie while he was still around, stuck in the window of a few shops. Now opposite the Key Foods, so on the other side of Fulton Street, you have the Respect for Life barbershop with the allocated mural with it. So this is where you might know the lyrics, Pop from the barbershop. So he's actually the one who gave Biggie his haircuts from when he was 10 years old until he died at 24. The next spot that I want you guys to see is this very cool artwork. It's known as the Spread Love is the Brooklyn Way piece. And what I love about it is that it's repping the colours that Biggie's known for wearing on his sweater, which is also featured on the jersey of the Brooklyn Nets in the 2019 and 2020 season to pay homage to the legend. Alright, so the first mural on our list is on South Portland Avenue and Fulton Street. It is the Commando Biggie one and it is insane. Now from here to the next spot it's about a 10-minute walk, but at least you get to experience Fulton Street properly and get to see where Biggie grew up and his main high street. So I'm sure a lot of you will know the lyrics, get a T-bone steak, cheese, eggs and Welch's great. And that was Biggie's favourite meal right here at the Country House Diner. Alright, so remember when Biggie used to eat sardines for dinner? Apparently, according to Wayne Barrow, who was the director of Notorious, he would come to Junior's restaurant after and get a cheesecake and a Coke as his regular. No wonder he was a big boy. So the final piece of artwork, which might be Biggie's most famous mural and photo itself, is on Bedford Avenue and Quincy Street, and it's called the King of New York mural. Now this photo is so iconic because it was taken just 3 days before Biggie headed to LA and was shot in a drive-by shooting, unfortunately. About 5 years ago, the property value of the area was increasing, so there were talks of the landlord taking it down, but thankfully due to a few petitions, the mural has stayed up and the king is yet to be removed. This is my favourite piece of artwork around. Not only is it just a few minutes walk from my apartment, but I feel like it really represents how much of an impact Biggie had, not only in Brooklyn but around the world. That a kid from London can have this much love for him is amazing.
So we're here, we're trying to get a special edition Biggie Metro card. We got about 100 people here, 50,000 cards over 4 stations. We're going to try our luck. But everyone here is big, die-hard Biggie fan. It's all love here, spread love, it's the Brooklyn way.
In Boston, I was staying at my boy's house upstate. Y'all remember MTV? Used to have the shit on the bottom of the screen, the teletype, with the Beavis and Butthead be on. I go downstairs and I see Beavis and Butthead on. I'm like, so yeah, man, how you cut this TV off? It was like the remote on the couch, but I sat on the couch. As I sat, I'm reading the bottom. When the shit came across, Brooklyn rapper, Notorious B.I.G. was just shot, you know what I'm saying, shot and killed. I'm like, yo, what's up? I go upstairs to go get my pager at that time. Shit went off from everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it was early in the morning. It was earlier in LA, you know what I'm saying? You know, the whole situation was crazy. When they had the funeral over, he drove by for the funeral procession, crazy. The whole block was outside, everybody was outside. Like 10,000 people on one block.
So this was the queue. We were waiting for so long, but the people I met in the queue were amazing. We were just kind of checking up on everything, seeing how it's running. The guy that was speaking earlier, Pops, was so safe, but the community there was just incredible, and that's when I realized what they mean by spread love is the Brooklyn way.
just leaving from Clifton Avenue, Washington Station. Spent 5 hours waiting for these tickets. Finally got there, and I mean, hopefully my sister likes it. She's the one who bloody forced me to go. But 5 hours down, but now we're on the way to St. James Place on Fulton Street, which is Biggie's childhood home. I can already hear the music in the background. It's going to be live. It's basically just a block party remembering his name. I'm really looking forward to it. 50th birthday, or what would have been. So let's see how that goes. Limited edition subway cards they were giving out at the stations. They also showed this small montage at the Barclays Center, as well as lit up the Empire State Building in Biggie's colors, which was just amazing to see. And there's so much love in New York City for one of the greatest rappers of all time. Now, if you guys enjoyed this, then send this over to your fellow Biggie fans, and if you want to see what I'm up to for the rest of the year, then click that subscribe button, and I'll catch everyone next time.